Entrepreneur selection. We will define today again what are the criteria we require and what we have to look into selecting an entrepreneur. We will start with the scoring sheet. We will look into the personality of the entrepreneur. How is this personality fits with the entrepreneur future dream or future idea? The entrepreneurial potential, the qualities of the entrepreneur himself or herself. The clarity on the project idea, how clear the entrepreneur on the dream he has or in the idea he has selected for his future enterprise. We have to look into matching between the educational experience and the idea of the entrepreneur. How this idea matches the background of the entrepreneur, either from educational background or from working experience background, or the entrepreneur may assess a talent. You know, he may be talented, he may be gifted toward any idea. For example, he could like to be working with his hands. You know, he liked to fix computers, mobile phones. So he could be very good. He can have a talent, you know, to find an investment opportunity in that sector. He may be an artist, you know, maybe a handicrafter, you know. So the talent sometimes also it is a very important element to look into the matchup of the background of the entrepreneur and his talent. Resource mobilization also includes financial, you know. Is the entrepreneur is capable of resourcing finance? Is he capable of having that size of investment of the projects he have selected? Finally, of course, we have to look into the logic of all of this, is the credit worthiness of the entrepreneur. So we'll start today an interview with one of our potential entrepreneurs to look into how we can score the potentiality of this entrepreneur so that he can or she can join our program. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
We would like to know why are you here? What have really brought you to the Enterprise Development and Investment Promotion Program? What do you want to do? What really brought you to talk to us?
Thank you.
May I know just your name first? I'm sorry.
Okay. My name is Khulud Al Gattan. I'm from Bahrain. What brought me today here, I have a 22 years experience in banking and investment. And all of my life I've been working into the investment services and banking, nothing else until the 2008. By the end of the crisis, when the crisis, economic crisis started, I decided to leave the sector, the business. So this one I took a decision to take an early retirement and stay home. And I thought of starting my private businesses. Having said that, I've been working in investment and banking, I decided to open an investment company that do the investment services and consultancy to banks and companies and even to individuals. That's how I thought of it. What brought me here today is that I don't have the experience of doing it. I've been working as employee in an organizations, I know what I've studied and implementing it and focusing it. When it comes to a private business, I have no idea on how to start. So I thought of the NIDO to help me and to attend and join the program to help me on to have a good start.
Okay, so can we know what is your project idea? What do you have in mind?
Yes, to do an advisory services and investment consultations to individuals, companies, etc.
What is this? What exactly? It's services, but what are you going to do?
Okay, it's sometimes that we have an ideas and or projects, investment ideas that we presented to the company or to the banks, and we structure the deal out of it if they like the idea, and we present it to them into a complete package or a product type of a project, and they sell it. Or it's vice versa, when a company or a bank have an idea, they come to me, to my company, and we work it and structure it for them, package it, and do the visibility study and everything, and make it, if it's viable, then we join forces to present it in the complete form as a deal or project or products. That's what we do. Sometimes we bring the ideas to the client, and sometimes the client have an idea and come to us. We do the proper structuring for it, for the idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how this idea came to you? What really made you to think about that?
Actually, as I've mentioned at the beginning, I've been working in the investment field and the banking. So working on the servicing clients and on investments, I work on different type. I've been managing the proprietary portfolio, I've been trading, all type of other investments. So I know that, okay, there are opportunities in the market that the person should focus and invest on. So based on the market study, you can find a good investment and work on it.
Okay, okay. And where do you think your potential clients will come from? Where?
My potential client are individuals who looking for ideas, having money. They want to invest it. They don't know where to invest, what is good to invest, and small to medium companies and even banks sometimes.
And what do you think is going to be your fees look like? How you're going to charge? It's going, because I can see this is going to be a variety. It's going to be small and medium, and maybe even medium large companies.
Yes. It will vary. It depends on the type of the deal or the project. Sometimes if the project is or the services contains only advisory on something that they bring to us and we study it just to see if it's viable or not, this has something simple and has its own charge. But sometimes it's more than that. It includes the study, the structuring, the packaging, and even marketing. Then it will be different because I need to outsource some of the things that I need to work on in terms of marketing, packaging, printing, and all other. So it depends on each and everyone. It's a deal by deal case. So each one is different.
Did you think where are you going to open this office? Do you have an idea where it's going to be located?
Yes, I have idea, but I'm also trying to balance that I need a good location, something that's reachable and easy to reach. At the same time, I need something not expensive, something with a less amount of cost. So I'm looking for this type.
What did you study, Khulud? What's your background?
I studied business. I have a BS in business from Ain Shams University in Cairo.
And for 22 years you have been doing, you're in the banking sector?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, it is a services company, as I can see, but did you determine how much investment or capital you require for this company?
Yeah, for a company, I mean, by the law, for the company law, that if it's an individual establishment or a company, it's you require only maybe 5,000 dinar. For a company, WLL company, I need a 20,000. Yes. But this is for the registration. This is the capital that can be utilized after that. So I'm thinking.
But what about developing the office, the equipment, the computers, and so on, and your marketing campaign? Did you define how much this will cost you?
No, not now, because I want to start just to establish my name, my services, what I do. I start to establish my market share or a client, even from a small location. Then when I'm established, then I can think of other costs. I mean, at the beginning, I cannot.
Well, you as a banker, and I'm sure you look into financial statements and you look into financial analysis. Did you look into, for example, what will be your revenue on a monthly basis for the first 6 months or 1 year, or maybe you're really comfortable, you didn't get the calculation yet of the analysis?
No, I haven't done a proper calculation because I don't have anything on solid in hand. It's ideas. So yes, in ideas I have an overview or thinking of how it's going to look like. But as precise numbers, no. I have a strategy, I would say. I put a type of strategy on how I want it to go, but
what
not
what do you mean by strategy? What
That's how I want it to go. I mean, in year one, as I mentioned, I don't have to have a fancy location. I don't have to spend on this. I will spend on my name, on what I do, on getting to know the people know me in the market, how I can establish myself in the market. And then after that, I can spend on other things. But I don't expect to make income from day one. I know that I'm going to spend at the beginning, as any other investment. The return on investments might take time, but I'll try to work as hard as if I'm lucky that to get it as soon as possible, and the period to cut it shorter.
Okay. Have you looked into other similar companies? I mean, your competitors. Is there any problem with other competitors in the market? Is this service you're providing? Are there other companies, and what is their cost, and how much they're providing those services to the client? Did you look into all of that?
Not really. I mean, what I look at, there are few consultation or consulting offices or management offices, but each office is different than the other one. I mean, when you go really and ask about the office, what do they do? Some of them are focusing into the PR and marketing more than consultation. Some are consulting on different levels. I'm focusing on giving consultation and advisory on investment. All type of investment, on the individual investment, on company, for a company investment, on real estate, on trading, on all other type of investment products. So I don't think there are many. I'm not afraid from competition. Plus that I have my own experience. I mean, in this particular field, the experience and the background, the name is really makes a difference. So I'm not worried because I do have the required background.
And if this service could also, well, if you don't take the local competition, outside companies or regional companies, would they affect your business? You know, could it be done on net basis? Could it be done, I don't know, not virtually? You know, you don't have to have a real office in Bahrain, so you don't think, or do you think the market is too big that even it could accommodate other companies?
Well, the market is too big, that can take more than this. B, that there are, as we have mentioned, there are many foreign companies doing that, and very professional companies. But this doesn't make a problem of having a local company doing the same. But in this particular field, I think I can, as a local company, allies or join forces, even with bigger and international companies, to do the services here in my country, and I don't see any harm of that, and I think it will be a win-win situation. They will benefit from me because I'm the local and I'm accessing the market, that they can come and access it through me, and I will benefit from using their expertise.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Did you think about any other project idea other than this? Do you have any other dream, any other ideas?
Yes, I do have another idea, but it is a dream, but
Mhm.
it is
A dream could always be materialized. Yes.
it is a dream, but it requires a lot of resources and funding
Mhm.
that I don't think I'm ready to do it now, but definitely it is in my mind and I want to do it one day.
Can you share it with us?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm thinking of having a ladies club.
Ladies club. Okay.
Yes,
What do
because
you mean by ladies club? What's
ladies club, because we don't have, I mean, we're an island that's surrounded by a sea, but unfortunately we don't have a private beach specifically for women. So in our culture, it's very important that the women have their own privacy and their own place. I've seen this in other areas, neighborhood areas, but not in my country. I'm thinking of having it in my country. It's gonna serve not only Bahrain, it will serve even our neighborhood Saudis, cross-border. So this is a very intelligent ideas, I think, and it will serve, but it's going to require, because it requires big space. So it's need a big funding. I think it will be a good amount of people time. So I don't think I can go solo with this type of ideas. But this is an idea that I'm willing to share. I'm willing to study it and see other partners doing it. Something I'll be working on.
Mhm, mhm. And how much this cost? Estimation? Do you know? You have an idea?
It's a minimum. I mean, if I want to be very conservative, trying to take the minimum size of land or place and all of that.
You need a land. You need a big land.
You need a big land. You need a building in it. You need a specific facility. If you want a club, you have to have a simple, even a small gym and close to it, spa, coffee shop and restaurants. So other facilities. So it's gonna require, I think, not less than 1 million BD.
Okay, okay, okay. For the consultancy company, if we can take this, because yes, I agree with you. This is maybe a very dear or a close project to your heart, but of course it needs a bigger financial requirement. So
Yes.
it could be done in the future. But if we take your consultancy services company, how much do you think you will require as an investment, initial investment?
As a company, I don't, because I'm providing services, so I don't really have to put amount from my side, other than the establishment of the company itself and the registration. So this is by law, as a company, WLL, it's required 20,000 dinar.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. And you have the financial capability.
I
to
do have this, yes.
Okay, okay, fine. Well, let us define now the scoring of Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan. If we look into her personality, you know, always we cannot be quite generous, as we defined earlier at this stage, because it is the first time we encounter this potential entrepreneur. So we have to be a little bit conservative. But still, even if we're conservative, I will give the personality of Khulud Al-Gattan 4 out of 5. Two things here we look into. We look into her maturity herself on thinking about the business. But this is from one point. From the other point, we have to look into the capability or the readiness of being a risk taker. Is she ready to be a risk taker, even if she's well mature? If she has confidence, it does not mean that she could be a risk taker. This is why we have to look into that. We can assess that from her personality. So we define the personality by 4 out of 5. Her entrepreneurial potentiality, Entrepreneurial potentiality, we have to look into the commitment, the discipline, the relation of this idea to the entrepreneur. They're all mixed, they're all linked together. But here I give her 3 and out of 5, and 3 out of 5, as we said, because we cannot define or be very sure at this stage. This is the first encounterment, the first meeting with the entrepreneur. So we have to be a little bit modest. This is why we provide 3 out of 5. If we look into the clarity on the project idea, how clear is the project idea to the entrepreneur? How do they express themselves on the idea? Do they have a detailed information on the idea? Do they are looking on the projection and developing and the growth of this idea? Yes. Here, when we come to the idea of Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan and her consultant service, she's very clear. She has all the details. She knows what she wants to start. She knows where she's going. She knows where her future will be leading. So here I will give her, I would say, 4 out of 5. Matching between her educational qualification, working experience, and project idea, I think there is a big match here of that Mrs. Khulud, she studied business. She has been working in the financial sector, in the banking for more than 22 years. So again, we have to give her 4 because there is a big match between her educational background, her working experience, and what services she would like to render to the target group which she has selected. Then if we have to look into the resource mobilization and capability, okay, of course, including the financials, yes, she's capable of doing this. She knows what is required in terms of funding. She has the finance already, so the finance or mobilizing of resources, it is not a problem or a challenge for the idea for this one, maybe for the future one, for the ladies club, but this is something we have agreed that it will be a future activity. So here again, I will give her, because it comes to finance, we cannot provide more than 3 out of 5. Okay. Creditworthiness, of course, we look into the logic behind the idea, behind the qualification of the entrepreneur, behind the business or the market niche of that company or this new enterprise which is going to be created. What is the market niche which will get? What is the services which is going to be rendered? Who are going to be the clients? How the entrepreneur personality with his or her background, her financial capability makes logic. This is what we mean by creditworthiness. And here I will provide again 3.5 because I think the project of Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan of this consultancy firm, mainly to provide support to financial and investment institutions, she is capable of doing it. She's capable of doing it from her working experience, her educational background on this business which have been working in the bank for the last 22 years. So we'll provide her 3.5 out of 5. So if we look now into, and we like to determine by scoring, we would like to score the points of Khulud. If we say personality 4, interpretation 3, clarity is 4, educational background is 4, financial is 3, and credit was 3.5, 4, and 3, 7, 7, 11, 15, 18, 21 and a half. This is a very high scoring, 21 and a half out of 30. So Khulud Al-Gattan got 21 and a half out of 30. So it is definitely sure that she's accepted in the coming program of Egypt, which always intake between 15 to 20 entrepreneurs for the first preparation phase, which is the first 3 weeks of preparation, where they will be provided with a lot of ideas, how to screen project ideas, how to look into the entrepreneurial quality, how you can make a SWOT analysis for the entrepreneur, how to develop a business plan, all what is required in a business plan, from financial analysis to market analysis to the technical analysis. What are the support services in the country, success stories, and so on. And then, of course, it will be taken into the second part of the business counseling. But today we determined that Khulud Al-Gattan, yes, she can join the program. Of course, this is the scoring sheet of one of the committee members, or the jury, or the committee which do the selection. Always in the committee, as we said, there should be no less than 2. There should be between 2 to 3 from different backgrounds. Someone could be coming from the financial sector. Someone could be coming from a government body like Minister of Commerce or Minister of Industry or Minister of Agriculture, whatever the program will be hosted. But this combination of different background will assess the entrepreneurial quality. But more or less, mainly, always the average points is half a point or 1 point difference when the committee is a homogeneous committee and they're quite experienced in the area of entrepreneurship development program. So, Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan, yes, you are accepted into the program. We would like to welcome you in the program as a potential entrepreneur. When do you think you can start? You see, our programs always, it's evening sessions, always we prefer, because we always sometimes also envisage that entrepreneurs like you are already working, so we don't want to disturb you. As you know, the program will be for 3 weeks, okay? Mainly from 5 to 8 or from 4 to 7 or from 6 to 9. It depends on the group, how they would agree. Would you have a problem coming into evening sessions?
Not at all. I do prefer the afternoon.
You do prefer the afternoon,
Yes.
okay. What about the small commitment fee? Would you mind of paying that? Because it is very important for us to, one of the things we want to ensure that the entrepreneur is committed, that there is a little fee paid for the program. So would you mind paying that or be part of the program?
I don't mind. Am I know how much the fees?
The fees is about, for that group, I think it's about $200, 75 dinars.
That's okay.
You know, it's just a commitment fee.
That's fine.
Because you don't want people to enroll thinking that they're just getting a certificate or getting a diploma being in that program. But this program is not really to provide a certificate or to provide something you can hang on the wall. It is,
yeah, I know.
It is just a preparatory phase for you.
Yeah, you just want to ensure that I'm committed and really into it. So yes, I am Anne. I don't mind to pay the fee.
May I ask you another question?
Sure.
What do you think could be the challenges or the risk for this project you're taking?
There are the challenges that I find it's very challenging that I'm starting my own business for the first time. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'll try to do my best and put all the elements and factors required to make any business successful. But will it be successful or not? This is something else. That's what's really worrying me. The challenge is that I'm gonna go by my own and what I've learned and what I own, nothing else. When you work in an organization, you have the protection of the organization itself, and you add on your experience and what you do to the organization. But here I have to face all the risk factors, the market. I have to do it, to face it. I will do it my own. I have to, the changes, the crisis, the economic, everything that affects the market or the people or the investment or the money, it's gonna come directly and affects my business, being the owner. So this is the big challenge that I'll try to protect myself to succeed no matter what happened, no matter what's the situation, the economic, the crisis. I have to, the challenge that to have a solid plan that makes me strong to face whatever comes through my way, to keep me going no matter what happens. So that's why I need the support, the technical support of this course. I think it's required and needed for me to have a good start. That's what I'm looking to have, inshallah, from this particular course.
What do you think will add to you? You yourself, I think you're well experienced, you're into the finance, you're into the management. What do you think, or what do you believe this course will add to you?
I think it's going to add the missing part of me. I think I do have the experience, I do have the strategy, I do have the knowledge and even the goal in my mind. What I don't have is you have the experience of starting businesses, which I lack this matter. You're going to give me the experience of dealing with different type of clients and succeeding in this. I think I need it. You're going to help me in marketing myself and marketing my business, which I need it. I think all these aspects that I'm thinking and that I cannot do alone, no matter how experienced I am, I need an expertise who can help me. An organization like you, I think, gonna do much more than this.
Mm-hmm. How did you know about this program? How did you learn about it? From friends, from an ad? How did you know? Do you have other friends?
I have, yes. I have. I've heard, yes, a word of mouth, and she was very excited, and she was very recommending it. That she learned, and this course that it really adds to what the person has. So I thought I got excited, and yes, that's what I want. Yeah.
Okay. And when can you start? Are you ready to start?
As soon as you will accept me. I mean, I'm ready to start.
Okay, thank you very much. Someone will contact you in the coming few days to ask you to come and pay for the fees, and
Sure.
I'd like to congratulate you, to inform you that you are accepted in the program of the Enterprise Development and Investment Promotion. As what we can see from this interview from Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan, as I said, that she is mature, she's into the business of finance and marketing and business management. The idea she selected, it has a great niche into the market, it has a big requirement in the market. Her personality really matches the project idea, her working experience matches the project idea. She knows the market, she knows what is required to be done, but still, you know, it's very important to notice that she still lacks confidence, not on her personality, but confidence to comfort her on her business idea. And this is why she's here to this program. This is why my question was very clear to her, that why did you join the program? So the answer is that yes, I can develop my own business plan, I can look into the financial viability, I can have my strategy, I can have my marketing program and so on, but still she requires someone else to look into that, and she requires someone to tell her, yes, you are fine, you're into the right direction. And this is always, support services is required to be provided to the entrepreneur. Someone to assure them that they're on the right track. Someone to tell them, yes, we are together with you hand into hand and we will reach your goals. This will happen for Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan mainly when we come to the second phase of the program, where we will do the one-to-one business counseling, that we look into her data, we look into her market niche, we look into her future strategy, we look into her financial plans and the financial viability, and then just to do the kickoff or to do the startup of the company. The project does not require big financial assets because it is a services project. It could be run virtual. It is just, again, to provide what we call the process of confidence building to Mrs. Khulud Al-Gattan. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the session of today of the entrepreneur selection through the scoring sheets. Thank you.